Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today we are going to talk about apoptosis. So let's start our topic with introduction. Apoptosis is a form of programmed cell death that occurs in controlled energy dependent manner. Unlike necrosis which is pathological and uncontrolled, apoptosis is a physiological process that helps maintain tissue homeostasis and eliminate unwanted damage or potentially harmful cells. It is sometimes referred to as cellular suicide. Definition of apoptosis. Apoptosis is defined as genetically regulated process of cell death that is characterized by activation of specific signaling pathways and enzymes that dismantle the cells in an orderly manner without causing inflammation. Morphological features of apoptosis. First is cell shrinkage, that is cell volume decreases during apoptosis. Second is chromatin condensation, that is nuclear chromatin clumps at the periphery during apoptosis. Third morphological feature of apoptosis is formation of apoptotic body, that are small membrane bounded fragments that contain cytoplasm and nuclear material. Fourth morphological feature is phagocytosis, as apoptotic bodies are rapidly cleared by macrophages or neighboring cells. Biochemical features of apoptosis. First is activation of caspases, that are proteolytic enzymes. Second feature is DNA fragmentation, that is a characteristic lateral pattern in during apoptosis. Third biochemical feature is preservation of plasma membrane integrity until late stages that to prevent inflammation. Pathways of apoptosis. First pathway is intrinsic pathway, that is also called as mitochondrial pathway. It is triggered by internal stress, that's why it is called as intrinsic pathway, such as DNA damage, oxidative stress, growth factor withdrawal, or hypoxia. It involves release of cytochrome C from the mitochondria. Cytochrome C activates caspase 9, leading to activation of executioner caspases that are caspase 3, caspase 6, and caspase 7. This intrinsic pathway is regulated by BCL2 family of proteins that are pro-apoptotic proteins that include BAC and anti-apoptotic protein that include BCL2 and BCLXL. Pathways of apoptosis. Second pathway is extrinsic pathway, that is also called as death receptor pathway. It is initiated by binding of extracellular ligands that is fast ligand or TNF alpha to the death receptors. This activates caspase 8 or caspase 10, which activate executional caspases that are caspase 3, 6, and 9. Pathways of apoptosis. Third pathway is execution pathway. In this is the where both pathways, extrinsic pathway and intrinsic pathway, converge to activate executional caspases. These caspases degrade nuclear proteins, cytoskeletal protein, and activate endonucleases. During this, the cell fragment into apoptotic body, which are engulfed without causing inflammation. Physiological roles of apoptosis. First is embryonic development, as apoptosis is for the removal of webbing between digits and shapes of organ. Second physiological role of apoptosis is immune system regulation, as elimination of self-reactive lymphocyte and termination of immune responses is done by apoptosis. Third physiological role is hormonal dependent involution, that is regression of lactating breast after weaning, and also endometrium shedding during menstruation. Fourth physiological role is tissue homeostasis, as it maintains balance between cell proliferation and death. Now let's talk about pathological roles of apoptosis. First is if there is excessive apoptosis, it can cause neurodegenerative disease like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It can cause ischemic injuries like stroke and myocardial infarction. It can cause AIDS that include loss of CD4 T cells. Then, if there is defective apoptosis or less apoptosis, it can cause cancer. That is when cells evade apoptosis and form a uncontrollable cell mass. Second, defective apoptosis can cause autoimmune diseases like that failure to eliminate self-reactive lymphocytes, and then these self-reactive lymphocyte attack own body. Third, it can cause viral infections like some viruses inhibit apoptosis to prolong survival in host cells. So defective apoptosis can help or contribute to the viral infections sometimes. Apoptosis versus necrosis. Apoptosis is controlled energy dependent. It involves single cells, no inflammation, and it may be physiological or pathological. While necrosis is uncontrolled, pathological, and it affects group of cells and it causes inflammation. Clinical significance of apoptosis. First, it helps target for cancer therapy that includes apoptosis in tumor cell. Second, it has role in autoimmune diseases and chronic inflammatory condition. Third significance is that it is important in transplant biology, like apoptosis contributes to graft rejection. Fourth significance is potential therapeutic modulation in neurodegenerative disorders. Conclusion of this lecture video. Apoptosis is highly regulated, essential process for maintaining cellular balance and ensuring normal development and immunity. Disturbances in apoptosis, either excessive or defective, can contribute to many human diseases. Understanding its pathway and regulation provides crucial insight for medical research, diagnostics, and therapy. And this was all about apoptosis. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for watching.